Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday night. It is Stardew Valley night, and I'm super excited because it's been a while for Stardew. We've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild and Night in the Woods and things like that. So it's been a while. I've been sick with COVID, and I'm still getting over a cough. I'm mostly better, tentatively. Knock on wood, prayers going up, all that good stuff. I'm mostly better. I still have this lingering cough, of course, which you can never get rid of for like a month. So, I have come armed with water for hydration and cough drops, and I took Robitussin earlier, and we're going to be okay. All right? But before we turn in for the night, we're going to unwind and game a little bit, have some cozy casual gameplay. I've been needing it. I'm excited. We are affiliate now, which is our big news of the week. And we have Tears of the Kingdom coming out tomorrow, which is our other big news of the week. I will stream Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow night. I might come on a little bit early, so make sure your notifications are on. You don't want to miss when we start. It won't be like super duper early, but it might be a little bit early. Like an hour-ish early, maybe. We will see. But like, the thing is, it's going to be really hard to wait. Once that Amazon package arrives on my doorstep, it's going to be really hard to wait to play the game. So we might stream a little bit early tomorrow night. But then again, we might not, because Amazon right now says we'll deliver by 10 p.m. Now, I've never had Amazon deliver that late before. So I might get it at 2 p.m. I don't know. We'll see. But if I get it at 2 p.m., it's going to be hard to wait till 9 or 10 p.m. So I might stream a little bit early. Make sure your notifications are on, because you won't want to miss it. I will be going into it blind. I will avoid spoilers tomorrow. It's going to be so hard, but I will avoid spoilers tomorrow so we can play blind. There's going to be 5 million people that play blind before me tomorrow, but that's okay. In my little corner of the woods, it'll be a blind playthrough, so that'll be fun. And other than that, we're at 57 followers on the channel, which is exciting. And that's about it. We're just trying to get back on track on schedule. I will update the schedule in the channel about section, because it has said Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Zelda Breath of the Wild for 2 months now. And of course, we'll be updating that to say Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And of course, as a community, you guys can let me know if you want more upfront Tears of the Kingdom, or if we can just keep it at Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's fine too. But right now, I think I'm just going to swap out Tears of the Kingdom for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and keep Stardew Valley for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then Sunday night is our variety night. So that is the schedule as of right now. Of course, subject to change, as always, subject to community input. I'm open to you guys' suggestions. But let's get into it. I'm excited for Jen on Honeyside Farm. It's been a while, so let's see where we're even at. If there's anything funky going on with audio or video, like if half of my face is cut off or anything like that, just let me know. Or if audio's too loud or too quiet, just let me know. And it's an easy fix. Jen on Honeyside Farm. let's get into it. I'm gonna make sure that my music is turned down in game so I don't get copyright claimed on the music. That has happened on YouTube a couple times, and it's usually Stardew soundtrack. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, music volume is down. Perfect. Okay. It looks like we were mining, maybe? Last time we left off, because we've got mining stuff in our inventory. Oh, we might have been gathering bone pieces, maybe? Bone pieces, salmon. We could take a largemouth bass to Jody's house. I'm just catching up because I do not remember what we were doing. The 10 beats is down the road. Okay. We do have the skull key. And we do not have the desert yet. Okay, I think we were waiting for fall money to come in to pay for the vault to access the desert. We do need a rabbit's foot, a nautilus shell, which will be winter, and a truffle. We have the pig. I remember getting the pig. I don't remember if we have bunnies. So that might be something we want to go check on. So winter forage, winter nautilus shell, truffle, rabbit's foot, and vault, and that's it. I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, we're on track for a year 1 completion. That's not a requirement, obviously, because we're cozy casualing in this thing, but, oh, it's gonna rain again, and it's raining right now, I can tell. I can see out the window, and I can hear the rainfall. And it's a good luck day. Winter's almost here. Okay. What do we have in here? Let's put our bombs up and this secondary sword. We're still living on an obsidian edge. That's crazy. See what we got to play with here. My goodness, I'm glad we have a lightning rod because, first of all, that scared me. Second of all, that would have hit a crop if we hadn't had the lightning rod. We have some coal. So what do we want to smelt? What's our tool situation? I think we have steel everything, right? Yeah. Steel, steel, steel. I don't know where our axe is. Maybe our axe is with Clint, the blacksmith? Possibly. That could be. So everything is steel. We are low on iron bars, though. We need iron and gold bars, I guess. Yeah, we passed out in the mines, it looks like. We have lots of pickles. Which, we can sell those. Where's my scythe? I wonder if I left stuff in the mines. Maybe my axe and my scythe are in the mines. Because I see my watering can, but I don't see my other tools. And I really want my scythe. Where is forage? Here's forage. Okay, put the carrots up. We shipped a carrot? Yeah, we have on our shipment bundle. I have some crops ready too. Just a few. Cranberries and pumpkins. And corn. Okay. Oh. There was some more corn I couldn't even see. I think that's it. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. So we can preserve some of this row. I don't know where my fishing rod is either. I bet we did leave a bunch of stuff by the mines. If my thoughts are a little bit scattered, that's because, you know, I'm still getting over being sick and sleep schedule's been a little wonky, that sort of thing. Because I have been resting a lot so that I can get better faster. Because, you know, I have some work to do, obviously, but I don't tend to work well when I'm sick. Or if I try, and a lot of times I'll try, but I'll go too hard and do too much and overdo it, and then I don't get better. So what I'm trying to do is be good about resting when I'm sick, so that I can really actually truly get better on a timely basis. I hope that makes sense. I might be rambling. That's quite possible. Okay, we do have the piggy. He's still a baby. Chew bacon. Chew bacon. Love that name. But I think we finished all of the... Yeah, we finished the pantry. So we finished all of the animal bundle stuff, but we do have the rabbit split that we need. Honestly, we have the big coop. We could literally go buy a rabbit right now. I can't buy two. I don't have the money, but I could buy one. And we have 2 silos, so we're really prepared for winter. I mean, we're really kind of well prepared. We're in a good position. We've got a greenhouse rocking. I don't even remember what we have in there. Nothing major in the back cave. That doesn't matter because the pantry's done. Greenhouse is done. Oh, it's kind of pitiful in here, but that's okay. Hey, you know, humble beginnings. Looks like we just barely got it started. I do see a tapper that's ready over here. The other 2 are not, but that one is. Okay, so we collected a few things. Let's go, drop this off in chests and then go to the mines and get our tools, because I think that'll be a major... That'll be a major thing to get our day kind of going, because, right now we're just kind of aimless, you know? But it's because, we don't have our tools. Can't chop wood. I can go buy the rabbit, so I might do that. buy the rabbit, and then maybe sell enough to make $1,000 tonight so we can buy 2 rabbits? Have I sold one of each tapper yet? Yes, I have. 1, 2, 3. Cool, cool. Alright, let's sell those. Let's go get our tools. Oh, before I forget, let me grab my geodes. Yes. We have a bunch. And we could take Clint a gift while we're going that way. We might as well. Clint, we could take an amethyst. We don't have any lobster. For Elliot. Okay. We might need to make sure where our crab pots are at. We've already gotten every crab pot item fished up, but we might want to make sure where they're located because we need to be gathering lobsters for our love interest Elliot because we're only at 6 hearts. We need to get to 8 to be able to give him a bouquet. Yes! This is where all our stuff is. Goodness gracious. Oh, and we caught the largemouth bass already. There we go. We have a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's go to town. Ooh, I did not give myself room to open Geo. Whoops. Whoopsie. It's funny. I should have left some stuff in the chest. Clint have a amethyst. Yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Just has been slow lately. You should upgrade your tools. Gold. I don't have a whole lot of room, Clint. Give me something good, buddy. I mean... Okay. Eh. Okay. Take that. What? Okay. We can open like one of these. And that's it, we're out of room. Or can I drop it on the ground? I don't know. Let's go, We haven't given a Dorvish helm to the museum yet. Well, let's go do that. And that's it. That's all we had. Penny. Raindrops are really loud. I heard them. Well, let's go drop off our inventory, I guess. Recycle my trash. Oh. Loud thunder. Loud noises. Okay, so I have tea saplings, but I do not have fiber seeds recipes yet, I guess. Looks like no. Okay. So I could plant this mixed seed. Yeah, I don't have any other seeds. Nice. Yeah, we'll just plant it. I mean, we've got 12 days, no, 10 days. Whoops. So hopefully it's something that'll grow in 10 days. There's nothing else I needed to fish up, was there? No, the fish tank is done. I was just thinking because it's raining. Don't know what that is. That's a squid. That's winter. That's a sea cucumber. Lava eel, legend, sandfish, scorpion carp. One of these is a lingcod. I don't know what the other one is. Did I had to, yeah, I caught a tiger trout. I'm like, I had to have, because I finished the crab pot bundle. One of these is a lingcod. I don't know what the other one is. A void salmon, maybe? Or is this the void salmon? I don't remember. We already caught the fall legendary. We don't have the sewer key yet. So I can't catch the mutant carp. Just working things out in my head here, guys. Alright, let's go open the rest of the geodes, I guess. Or let's go... Okay, I'm so scattered. Let's go buy a rabbit. Then let's go open our geodes. Just doing this on the way. We'll buy a rabbit. Open our geodes. Maybe take Jody the fish. Oh. Where the flippity flop is Marnie? Miss Penny is teaching me how to write cursive. She has such pretty handwriting. She is at the library right now. Where is Marnie? Jazz, where's your aunt? It's not Workout Tuesday, so I don't know where she's at. It's also not Monday, which is her normal day off. Marnie, you are a mystery sometimes. Catfish, nice. I mean, I'll take it. I can't go open geodes anymore. It's too late. Well, there you are. Where have you been? Hi, Jen. You look like you're soaked. You poor thing. Yeah, you know why I'm soaked? Because I walked to your house, and you weren't there. Go figure. Oh, it's her birthday. So she was at the doctor because it's her birthday. And I was talking trash on her birthday. Now I feel terrible. Now I want to go get her a birthday gift. I'm a bad person. Or just a forgetful person, I guess. Sorry, Marnie. What would Marnie like to get for a gift? I have flowers. She likes sweet pea, she likes mayo. I think she likes or loves Fairy Rose. I know she likes pumpkin pie, but I don't even know if I have that recipe yet. Or she loves pumpkin pie, I should say. Yeah, I don't see it. So I think I'll just take her a flower. Where do you want? We already won the fair. So I don't really care if I, you know, waste a good gold star quality product. Can I still get in our house at 5:20? I'm hoping she's open till 6. Let me break in and give you a flower, Marnie. If not, I could try to, happy birthday. You remember my birthday, thank you, this is great. So she liked it, she didn't love it, but that's okay. Sorry, Marnie, I don't have the, recipe yet for pumpkin pie. Wow, I got 2 maple seeds out of 1 tree. I didn't even know that was possible. I'm just chopping trees until Jody opens at 7 so I can take her fish. Whoa. My controller quit working for a second there. That's not good. Keep it together, controller. Let's see here. I'm coming, Jody, with a fish. Oh, hi, Jen. Come in. Do I smell fresh fish? Sam, could you come in here and help with dinner? Yes, ma'am. Splat. Just throws it right on the ground. Wow, this looks like quality bass. Jen, thanks so much for bringing this. Largemouth bass, not just a smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. That crispy bass was delicious. The breading was out of this world. I almost feel like part of the family now. Aww. We have time. I'm gonna go check where my crab pots are. Oh, we still don't have the super rusty key. Oh wow, okay, here they are. And I did see a lobster. We have all 6 down here. So I must have already had the idea of, you know, trying to get as many lobster as possible because they're basically free. I mean, for the cost of 5 gold and bait, 1 bait, basically, you can try to get a lobster. But for virtually free, we can get loved gifts for Elliot. Since we're trying to romance that man before too long. We don't, you can't buy the bouquet or the mermaid pendant yet because we're only at 6 hearts with him. Yep, so 2 more hearts. So a few more, it's gonna take a few more loved gifts, but we can get there. You know what I should have been doing on this day is mining up bone fragments. That's what I should have been doing. Yeah, the obsidian edge is still better. I just want skelly boys. I just want skeletons. Okay, that got us over 50. Here, skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. Ooh. That was a good floor. I don't really want to pass out because that'll cost me $1,000. And I want the $1,000 for my rabbits. That should do it right there. Between the fish and the wine and the cheese and mayo earlier. Should definitely do it. If that doesn't get me over, I don't know what will. To buy 2 rabbits, you know? Nice. Run! Okay. Run to bed, run to bed, run to bed, run to bed, run to bed. Man, I like to eke out every second of my day. Ooh, we leveled up combat. Yes. Oh, we more than made up our couple thousand I was trying to make. We made 7,000. How did we do that? Pickled pumpkin. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, the mayo and melon wine alone got us over the 2,000 I needed for the 2 rabbits. Nice. Hi, Larian. I almost said hi, Jen. Hi, Larian. Welcome in. How are you today? Good luck day. I'm about to go buy a couple rabbits. So I'm excited about that. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm still getting over my cough, but I am getting better from my COVID, which is good. Still coughing, but I'm feeling better. Well, good to have you. Feel free to lurk if you need to. I'm just having a nice, relaxing, cozy Stardew day after the crazy rush to beat Breath of the Wild last night, which we did do. We did win and beat the game. It just felt a little rushed, but that's alright. But we beat the game. We beat Breath of the Wild so that I can play Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow on stream, which I can't wait for. Very excited about that. I don't know what time I'll get the game from Amazon on my doorstep, but I might stream a little bit early, maybe 9 instead of 10. I don't know though. It depends on what time I get it and how long I'm able to wait before playing the game. But I will stream, and I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers and go in, you know, so that I'll be playing blind, basically, blind playthrough. Which will be really hard, but I'll make an attempt. An attempt will be made. Do I have the crafting recipe for the jack-o'-lantern yet? Because I have a lantern and a pumpkin. I don't think I do, because I think I get it at Spirits Eve, yeah. So I'm just gonna put up the torches and make sure I keep a pumpkin for the crafting, but I need, yeah, words are hard. I do need to bring Caroline a pumpkin for this quest. Okay, let's put our fishies away. No, keep the corn out. I mean the pumpkin. I'm selling the corn. Put the batteries away. Yup. Ooh, honey. I've already sold the honey for the full shipment page, so I can just throw this in a chest. Okay. I think I have all my crops taken care of, so let's go take care of animals real quick. Yep. I do need to remember, if I run out of lobster for Elliot, I do have duck feather. So I need to keep that in mind. And the duck feather's gold quality. Have I sold a duck feather yet? Yes, yes, I have. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Still plenty of hay. Let's go check on our barn animals. Chew Bacon still needs to grow up. He's still a baby. Azriel has no milk because we just milked her yesterday. Alright. My sad little greenhouse. I need to go farm up some, like... I have a bunch of iron. I need to go farm up some gold so I can make more sprinklers for the greenhouse. At some point. Okay, let's go check the cart. Check Cartney at the cart. Traveling cart, and then we'll go buy our rabbits. Ooh, lobster. I mean, I get free lobster. So I don't need the lobster for Elliot, because I get free ones from the crab pots. Words are really hard today. I'm gonna blame it on my COVID brain or all the Robitussin and cough medicine I've been taking. Maybe I'll blame it on that. It's funny that they're trying to sell me a largemouth bass after I just did the largemouth bass quest for Jody. So that's pretty funny. Shrimp cocktail for $6.40 is tempting. +1 fishing, +1 luck. I definitely don't have the recipe yet. That's tempting. I mean, $2,500 for a fish taco, I would never spend that much, but $6.40 for a shrimp cocktail +1 fishing, +1 luck. That's not too bad. I might splurge on that. I'm just gonna do it. We're just doing stuff here. Pardon me, I still have a bad cough, so coughing my head off, but I have cough drops and we're gonna get through it. Here, Marnie, have a mayonnaise. Thank you, you're welcome. Wonder if Mr. Lewis gets lonely in that big house of his. Aw, it seems so empty in there, doesn't it? Aw. She's very concerned about lonely old Mr. Lewis. Okay, Larian, any name ideas for bunny rabbits? Would you like to name a rabbit? I think I'm gonna buy 2. So if you want to name one, let me know. And I'm gonna pop a cough drop. while you're thinking about it. Attila the Bun? Oh, I love it. Attila the Bun. Attila the Bun. Whoops. I did not mean to say that. Just kidding. Funny rabbit. Okay, and this one is gonna be Thumper. Thumper. Because Bambi and stuff. So we have Attila the Bun and Thumper. I could buy a second goat. I have 2 cows, but I only have 1 goat. Because here's the thing, I don't need to do any more building upgrades, really. I've already upgraded my house. So I might buy another goat. Or I could buy seeds for the greenhouse. Well, I just dropped 16 grand on rabbits, so let me think about it. Usually Noah's Ark the animals? Yeah, 2 of each, yeah. That's funny. I've never called it that, but yeah. I usually do 2. You know, but we don't have to. But maybe I want to save up for a stable and get a horse, you know? Maybe I want to do that. I don't know. We could get a stable. We could... Oh, you know what I do need to save up for? Is the vault. So yeah, maybe I'll save up for the vault. Whoa, it's Crab City down here today. No lobsters for Elliot. Very sad. Will you have a trout suit? This looks great, thank you. You're welcome. Shoot, seagulls. I don't have any fish left to catch. Because we've already finished the fish tank. We could take Caroline her pumpkin. And then I guess go farm up some bone fragments. Caroline, have a pumpkin. Have the pumpkin, it's a good one. Abigail will be so happy when she sees this. Thanks, Jen. It's a fine looking day with you around. Thanks, Caroline. You too. Evelyn is strong for her age. Thanks for the money. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Alex, my goodness, put a shirt on. Oh, I can't give him any more gifts. I guess let's go farm up some bone fragments. And while we're there, we can slay a ghost because same levels. Just to, you know, do some quests. Alright, bone farming time. And hopefully we'll come across a ghost. To be fair, I did bust in his room. You know, you are correct about that. I'm like, dude, put a shirt on. He's like, I'm in my own bedroom. You barged in. Yeah, that's fair. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh. I already have a glow ring. Thanks, though. Free glow ring if anyone wants one. But there's no... There was no skelly boys on that level. The audacity. I am out for blood. I want... Oh wait, skeletons don't have blood. I am out for bones. I can sell it, you are right. I don't have time to go right now. I'm trying to farm up 37 more pieces of bone in 3 days. But I'll at least throw it in a chest with some other rings and boots and stuff that I can sell all together. One of these days I'll make a big run to the Adventurers Guild and sell all the extra boots and rings and bone swords and stuff that I have. I have like 4 or 5 bone swords that I can sell. So yeah, I'll keep it and sell it at some point. Just not right now. Right now I'm trying to get this quest done. I don't know if I have enough days left to do it. Hello? My controller tried to... See? There's another pair of boots I don't need. Thermal boots. I'm wearing space boots, so I'm good. Burglaring? Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't think I've ever waited to do this quest until I get the burglaring. But that is a good idea. So far in all my playthroughs, I've never had trouble getting the 100 pieces. However, I started kind of late in the week. So I'm really just worried that I'm gonna run out of days because I started late. Any other skelly boys over here? Yep. Oh yeah, skelly boys like crazy. Nice. Yeah, I only need 25 more. Sweet. We can do this. If anything, I'm getting a bunch of geodes, too. No skelly boys. One lone little sad slime. Well, that was we had like 2 whole floors that had no enemies. Let's do it again. Critical. Ooh, a jade. Thank you. Appreciate it. $19 more. You're very strategic on when you pick up quests. And which ones I do at all. For example, I only do island ingredients if it's taro root. I agree. I actually agree on the taro root one. And only if I already have a grown crop of them waiting. Yeah, good idea. I do agree on the, Taro root. That's the way to go. Ginger is too stressful. And what's the other one? Pineapple? Pineapple's doable, but you would only want to do it if you already had, like, bunch growing. Because they take longer to grow, too. Also, you would only want to get it early in the month. You wouldn't want to pick it up, you know, on the 14th. You would want to pick it up on the 1st or whatever. Good enough. We're about to pass out anyway, so... You want to die before I pass out? No? Okay. Never have enough pineapple to go that route. Yeah. I have, but... Because I had one playthrough where I had, like, half of my whole island farm was pineapple. Because those things sell pretty good, and also they're really good energy for the volcano mines. And also they make good wine, pineapple wine. So I did have like half of a island farm all pineapple one time. So I've probably had one playthrough where I could have done it with pineapple, but I didn't. I still did it with taro root. And I had one playthrough where I tried to do it with ginger, but it was so stressful. I don't even remember if I made it in time, but I remember I barely made it if I did. Oh, it's gonna rain again tomorrow? What is all this rain? Bad luck day. Oh, hi, Granny Evelyn. Good morning, dear. It was a lovely walk out here. I haven't seen this old farm in a long time. It looks even better than I remember. Yeah, Grandpa didn't maintain it there at the end, huh? Here, I brought you a little something. It's a gift from one gardener to another. I heard you got a greenhouse now, so here's a useless garden pot for you to put in it. These pots are really handy. If you say so, Granny. They're really handy, but you can't put a sprinkler next to them. Well, I'd better go. George gets grumpy if he doesn't have his oatmeal on time. You have a great day, honey. Go get him his oatmeal. Put a leek in it or something. Oh, my little bunny rabbits! Where's my other bunny rabbit? I should have two. There he is. Pet the bunny. I gotta take care of my full inventory, though. Ginger is doable if you get the quest on day 1, but the daily checks for it drives me loco. Yeah, it's too stressful to go every day. And I never have enough pineapple to go around. I use that space specifically for star fruit because I'm usually rushing money. Yeah. But star fruit you have to replant. But yeah, I get it. For money, that's good. Star fruit wine is pretty unbeatable. Pineapple is like ancient fruit. Good timing, good money, but you have to take a lot of effort to get it off the ground. Yeah, you have to repick it. So star fruit is just that you have to pick it less often. Is that it, I guess? Because it takes longer to grow. But pineapple and ancient fruit are regrowable, so. Garden pot plus retaining soil. Yes, that is true. That's the only time I would probably use a garden pot would be with the 100% retaining soil. Yeah, that would probably be the only time I would use it. Like, I'll go stick it in the greenhouse, but I'm not going to use it. And you can't sell it. Otherwise I would. But garden pot. Let's see, I got plenty of batteries. I need iridium, obviously, but we haven't gone to the desert yet. I need hardwood eventually. Oh, our pig grew up! Yay! He's looking for a truffle. Star fruit wine is 3 times the profit of ancient fruit wine. It takes twice as long to grow, right? But yeah, you're right. It sells for more. Fewer batches to get lots of profit, even accounting for replant costs. Good point. All good points. This is why you're the Stardew walking wiki. One of the many things we love about you around here, Larian. There we go. Put that away. Okay. Chew bacon, let us know if you want to, you know, find a truffle or anything. Just let us know. Aw, puppy. I think I heard a truffle. Ooh, pomegranate. Elliot will like that. I really need to farm up some gold and make some more sprinklers for my poor sad greenhouse. Yay, truffle! Thank you, Chew Bacon. Who's a good piggy? You are, yes you are. Okay. Oh, I have gold. I just need to smelt it. I could make like 10 sprinklers with this. Hey, Paige, welcome in. Yes, Stardew night. I really needed a nice, cozy night. Last night was high intensity. It was fun, but it was high intensity. We beat Breath of the Wild, and that was a lot of fun. And tonight is cozy night, and it's very enjoyable. We're just finishing up fall here. We just got a truffle for the first time, so that's pretty awesome. Larian is educating me on the best strats for Ginger Island farming. Starfruit versus pineapple versus ancient fruit, that sort of thing. Deluxe speed grow, you never lose it on Ginger Island, and if you buy it from Sandy, it's only 80 gold a piece. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't normally think of using speed grow. I tend to make fertilizer with sap because it's so abundant. Like, sap is so abundant, and I always have thousands of it. And so I usually make basic fertilizer from sap, and I tend to use that. But if you're kegging everything into wine, the quality doesn't really matter, so the fertilizer doesn't really matter. So yeah, speed grow is a good idea. Deluxe speed grow for 80 gold is a good call. Good call indeed. But yeah, I have enough materials to make like 10 sprinklers right here and now. I just don't have any seeds, but I can go handle that. Oop. Oops. Oop. 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 1, 2. Oop. 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 1, 2. Yes, Paige, please be careful. Friends don't let friends Twitch, chat, and drive. So we'll see you in a little bit, and be careful. Ooh, Robin has a birthday coming up tomorrow. What's up, Gus? Gus, have a duck mayo. I'm sure. Oh, spicy eel. Yeah, yeah, I'll be buying that. Don't mind if I do. Hi, Night, Larian. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest. Tomorrow night we'll be playing Tears of the Kingdom. So you're welcome to come join us for that. It'll be a lot of fun. But get some good rest, and we'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Appreciate you. I'm going to buy a spaghetti for Robin's birthday tomorrow. Oh, Alex. That's a good boy, Dusty. You might be the only one around here who understands me. No one else has seen the kind of stuff you and I have. Jen, did you overhear me talking to the dog? Yeah, but that's totally fine. I talked to my dog. I talked to my cat. I'm gonna say, I don't know what the right answer is, but I'm gonna say, not really. Why? What's up? Oh, I was talking to Dusty. He and I have a lot in common, actually. Sad face. I don't usually like to talk about it, but we've been friends for a while now, and I think I can trust you. Have you ever wondered why I live with my grandparents? My father, he wasn't a good guy. Well, he ruined everything for me and my mom. Half the time he was gone. The other half, he'd drink all night and tell me I'm worthless and that I'd never amount to anything. Oh, Alex. I think he resented me for being young. Bitter because he'd wasted his youth doing nothing and had gotten nowhere in life. Wow. Well, that's my take on it anyway. Who knows what was going on in his mind? Yeah, don't try to overthink it, dude. Sometimes you just don't know. One day he left, and soon after that, Mom got sick and passed away. I had no choice but to move in with my grandparents. Aw, Alex. I'll go stand with you and talk to Dusty with you. You know what? There's no sense dwelling on this stuff. I don't want any sympathy from anyone. You have to look on the positive side of things. My childhood wasn't great, but it did make me strong. I had to be. Here, let me show you what Dusty will do for a barbecued steak. And Dusty's like tippy-tapping his feetsies, his little paws. Look at him slobbering. I think he might like steak as much as I do. Aww. I wish you got to, like, throw it to him. So cool. What's up, Shane? Renting my room from Marnie at a really good price. Small, but I can't complain. What's up, Caroline? Here, have a cheese. Oh, never mind. I've already given you 2 gifts this week. Okay, let me think. I just got 10 sprinklers times 8 is 80 crops. And, we can afford 60 pumpkin, or we could get cheaper stuff. What to do, what to do. Excuse me. I mean, pumpkin will always pay for itself. It's just timing, you know? Okay, that'll get me 72. So that's 9 sprinklers. Well, yeah, that's... Yeah, 9 sprinklers. That'll do for now. We can always come back tomorrow. Let's go donate our truffle. And mine up the rest of our bone fragments. Because we're almost there. We only need 19 more bone fragments. Chef bundle complete. Alright, so all we have left is rabbit foot, nautilus shell, which we already have the rabbits. We just need them to grow up and drop a foot. Welcome back, Paige. I hope you're safely parked. You know, because friends don't let friends Twitch chat and drive, so no driving and Twitch chatting at the same time. Nautilus shell will get in winter. Rabbit, we already have the rabbits bought. We just need them to grow up. And winter forage and the vault, and that's it. I mean, considering we were being cozy casual, we're gonna get a year 1 CC, which is pretty cool. Like, we weren't even shooting for it, but we're gonna get it anyway. I just have a blackberry. This is a great gift, thank you. You're all parked in bed with your leftover Mexican food, yummy! Well, you enjoy, that sounds amazing. I had leftover lasagna, but I do love me some Mexican food. But it specifically had leftover lasagna today. Oh, I'm kind of low on energy. Was it silly to eat one of my own pink cakes? Nah, I'm doing it. We're just doing stuff. There, now I'm full on energy. Oh, that's funny. Could save it for Jazz. Or I could just eat it for energy in the mines, you know. Hello, skeletons. My controller keeps randomly deciding to not work. There we go. Like it pairs and I have to like click the left and right buttons to make it pair again. I don't know why that randomly happens. Like they're not even low on battery or anything, so that's not it. Late night eater? Yeah, I get it. I am too sometimes. In fact, I ate my leftovers right before this stream. I tend to eat lunch and dinner late, but I don't eat breakfast late. So I don't know why. But yeah, I tend to eat a late lunch and then I tend to eat a late dinner. For some reason. We are, food just tastes better after midnight. Definitely hits different. Calories don't count if it's the same, if it's not the same day, right? Not really, but... So we're excited for Tears of the Kingdom around here, coming out tomorrow. And so I'm waiting to see what time my Amazon delivery driver comes and graces me with his presence tomorrow. And then we're also excited about making affiliate. And then we're also excited about that my daughter only has one more week of school. My youngest daughter. Only one more week of school. She's almost done. And it was kind of a hard year at the beginning of the year for her. So I'm really proud of her for finishing well. That's just so awesome. Super proud of her for finishing well. Especially when the beginning of the year was hard. Just makes it all worthwhile in the end. Finishing well is a good feeling. So I hope and pray that she is proud of herself as much as we are proud of her. And she's asleep right now, but I'll brag about her. Where's my ladder? I killed all the skeletons. There's my ladder. I need 12 more bones. Ruby. Like, I keep getting the infested sound, but like, that doesn't work on skeletons. That only works on bats. And I need skeletons right now. Of which there are no more on this floor, so I'm out of here. Ten more. Any more skelly boys over here? Excuse me. I'm still coughing from being sick, but I'm feeling better. I'm just still have the cough, unfortunately. You missed what she did? Oh, she's finishing her school year well. The year started off really hard for her, but she's finishing well, and so I'm super proud of her. There's only one more week of school left, and she's basically done. She just has like 4 more assignments to wrap up, but she's got 1 more week of school. 1 week from tomorrow is the last day of school, and I'm just super proud of her, and I just hope that she's proud of herself, as much as her family's proud of her, because it was a tough year. It was a tough year for her, and the fact that she's finishing well, like, and not just passing, but like getting good grades, and at the end of the year, like, I'm super proud of her. Finishing well is a good accomplishment. So that's our other happy news this week. I know, yay for her. I'm super, super excited. And I get to brag on her all I want because she's already asleep for the night, so. Sometimes if she's still awake, she'll watch my stream, but she is already asleep. The leftover lasagna knocked her right out tonight. Four more bones. get 4 more bones in 2 hours? I think we can. Just ignore the iron and just go straight for bony boys. Oh, I hear a sweet little kitten cry. Hi, Joker. Is it kitty cam time? Come here. Oh, she just wants to lay on the floor and be cute. Make sure she treats herself. I get burnt out when I do hard work and don't celebrate a little bit. You should go get some celebratory ice cream or something. That's totally something we do. And so, yeah, that's definitely a thing that will happen. Also, my dad, so her grandpa, was gonna treat her to, her favorite fast food Italian restaurant is like an hour away, and so she doesn't get it very often. And when she'd finished her state testing, which was like 3 weeks ago, her and Grandpa have a date to go out, to drive out an hour to the fast food Italian place that she loves so much. But I got sick with COVID, so they haven't gone yet. But when they go, that'll be in addition to whatever she and I do to celebrate. But so we'll go celebrate just us, and then also Grandpa's gonna at some point take her to her favorite fast food Italian place, and which is really adorable because my dad is the best boomer grandpa. If I'm Gen X mom gamer, then that would make him boomer grandpa gamer, but he's the best. And when I was growing up, he would always take me to Olive Garden, and I remember that so vividly, and so it was like a tradition. And so now that my baby, my youngest, loves Italian food, and so she loves Olive Garden now as well. But that's not her favorite little fast food Italian place. So, like, and also there's a hole in the wall Italian place that's like a local business owner that she loves them too. And again, they're Italian as well. So if you can tell the trend there, but anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah, we like to celebrate, and ice cream is something we definitely celebrate with a lot also. I have a sweet tooth. And so yeah, we get ice cream all the time. It doesn't take much. In fact, she and I like feed off of each other, so, and by that I mean if I'm in an ice cream mood, I can go to her and be like, hey, you know what sounds good? Ice cream. You wanna go hop in the car with me and go get some ice cream? And she will. And then the opposite is also true. She can come to me and be like, Mom, you know what sounds good? Ice cream. And I'll be like, ooh, you're right. That does sound good. Let's go. Maybe not the healthiest, but it's, it's a quality time thing too for me. Something we do together. We also, when we moved up here, we found, because again, I don't know if you remember, but I lived in Texas for 25 years, and then I moved up northwest, or northeast, Midwest. I don't know what I'm saying. But when we moved up here, we had to find all new Italian joints and all new ice cream joints, and we found a little hole-in-the-wall convenience store that has, like, custom-made, we learned how to cook glazed yams. That has like custom-made ice cream. It's so good. So we go to this little convenience store all the time and stock up on ice cream. Neutral day. We pet our puppy. We need to remember that it's Robin's birthday today. We got billed 6 gold for passing out. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? We'll never recover. I'm just kidding. Yes. Sweet and fun. All of the above. I think by this weekend I'll feel good enough to like venture out in public again. I've been, you know, holed up because of the COVID. So we haven't really left the house. But I think I should be good by this weekend. So really all I have left is the cough. Oh, how funny, I have 72 fertilizer and 72 pumpkin seeds. If that isn't perfect, I don't know what is. I don't have enough time to grow these sunflowers. I guess I could put them in the greenhouse. Alrighty. I'm glad we got our truffle from the pig because it's been raining a lot. And I would have been disappointed if, like if it rained and we didn't get our truffle at the end of the month, you know? Pardon me. I have that awful growing pain feeling in my legs. Oh no! I hate that feeling. There's no way I'm growing. I'm 20. Put some like muscle rub on. It could be muscle cramps. I don't know what you were doing before you were driving home, but it could be like muscle cramps in your calves or something. Could be restless legs. That's a thing. So just if it gets too bad, you could ask your doctor about it, but for now I would just take a hot bath or use some muscle cream. I use muscle cream all the time. I live on that stuff. There's my watering can. I need to check the cart. I need to take Robin a birthday gift. What else? We need to deliver. We have all the bone. We need to go deliver the bone to the museum today. I mean, I could buy the sturgeon for like a fish pond, but I can just go fish one up in the winter. So I think I'm gonna pass on Cart Lady today. Sorry, Cartney. Maybe next time. Let's see. Okay, let's go get our bone fragments. Speaking of bone fragments, there's 4 more. And I almost missed an eggplant. Oh, and I was gonna seed maker a garlic. For eventual Ginger Island, hopefully. Okay, here's my bone fragment. Here's my garlic seed for Ginger Island. Melon. I've had this feeling in my legs occasionally my whole life, like every couple months for a few nights. It's this awful soreness that I always associate with growing pains, and my doctor just told me that doesn't exist. What? You're not crazy. It's definitely a real thing. Even if it's not called that, I mean, it's still a real thing. But yeah, try muscle rub and hot baths, and do this with your ankles. You know, stretch your calves out. But yeah, I live on muscle rub cream. Love that stuff. And I've tried all kinds. I like, obviously the stronger the better, but I'm using a sports rub right now that I really like. I've also used like CBD cream, like muscle cream with CBD in it, and then of course anything with like lidocaine. Like I think Tylenol makes a muscle rub with lidocaine in it, or maybe it's Asper cream with lidocaine, or I'm forgetting the name of it. I don't think they're a myth. I used to love on Icy Hot. See, I'm not a fan of Icy Hot. I had a bad reaction to Icy Hot one time. Started making your own muscle oil with essential oils. Oh, heck yeah. So which essential oils are good for muscle aches? That would be good to know. Because I love essential oils. I'm not like... I'm not like crazy mystical about them or anything, but I do like them even if they're just aromatherapy benefits kind of thing. I like the even if it's just a mood thing from aromatherapy, I believe in them. Even if it's just for that. I don't think they can, you know, cure all diseases or anything, but I do think that they help with relaxation and things like that. Like, I'll spray lavender on my pillow, and like when I've been sick, we've diffused some like it's off-brand, but it's like For Thieves or Thieves. It's off-brand because I don't pay for the expensive essential oil. But like Thieves or like lemon and lavender and peppermint and like for breathing and stuff. Anything mentholy too, I like. But yeah. But yeah, I used to like Icy Hot like years and years and years and years ago, but about 10 years ago I had a bad reaction to it one time, like a skin reaction. So I do not use Icy Hot anymore. I like the I'm forgetting the name of it, so I need to look it up. But there's some kind of like Tylenol makes a pain cream with lidocaine or something. Asper cream with lidocaine. That stuff is amazing. Or Salon Pass. That stuff is good. My dad uses or has used Voltaren gel before, but I cannot attest to that. But my dad has used it before. But I swear by the Asper cream with lidocaine. That stuff is amazing. Or Salon Pass. I like the patches. I like the creams. Not so much about the gel, but I like the creams and patches. But yeah, Asper cream with lidocaine is the bomb. I like Tiger Balm. It's kind of pricey. It's in a tiny little small vial, but I like Tiger Balm for like my neck pain. It gets pretty intense, like my neck and my lower back and my shoulders. Tiger Balm is pretty great if it's like localized. But if you're slathering your whole leg, I would get like a cream that spreads out better. Tiger Balm is kind of like a tiny little jar, like a little vial, and it's expensive, so you want it for like more localized, like if you just have a knot in your neck that you want to get out. But if it's your whole leg, I would use a cream or something you can spread. So there's my mom advice for the day, not sponsored. Beeswax, peppermint, and eucalyptus. Nice. So I definitely have peppermint. I've heard of eucalyptus. I've never heard of beeswax as an essential oil, but maybe you just mean as the base of the cream. I bet that's what you mean. Yeah, so that sounds awesome. They really work together to give you a warming effect. Yeah, I bet the peppermint and eucalyptus. Very cool. Yay, 3,500 bucks for that quest. Sebastian wants a seaweed. Alright, let's go run up and give Robin a birthday gift before I forget. Yeah, just as the base for the beeswax. It's where they all team up for a dream trio. Very cool. I can sell all my miscellaneous stuff to the Adventurer Guild. Oh, I'm not surprised we beat the skeleton quest, considering how many skeletons we had to kill for that bone fragment quest. Skeleton mask. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Maybe for the... Maybe for the Spirit's Eve, but... Eh, I like my fedora. Alright. 2 Robins with the spaghetti. Robin, I come bearing birthday spaghetti. My daughter would love that for a birthday gift. I was just like, hey, spaghetti and going to the mall. She would just be thrilled. Oh, nice. Voila, my newest creation. I love it. It's beautiful. That's where our hardwood went. Our 80 hardwood went to this deluxe hardwood bed. Robin, what's the point of the 4 posts? It seems like an inefficient use of materials. Dude, it's called beauty, bud. You know that thing that most people find enjoyable? It's for the aesthetic. Gosh. I see your point, but we can't let that outweigh the utility and efficiency of the sleep receptacle. Demetrius, you know, sometimes it feels like you're being deliberately obtuse just to irritate me. Is that what you're doing? Oh no. Even the kids are mad because the parents are fighting. Hey Jen, come in. Check this out. It's the bed I was able to make thanks to all the wood you gathered. So what do you think? The aesthetics are perfect or the 4 posts seem inefficient? I'm gonna say the aesthetics are perfect. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty, Robin. Yay! Demetrius, well, ahem, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the doghouse. Oh my god. Why would I buy a half dozen double beds? What do you think I am? I'm not even married yet. I'm not even dating. Sorry if it smells weird in here, Jen. It's my husband's bizarre science project. Greetings. Stay inside if you want to keep warm. Can you move, Demetrius? I would like to give your wife a birthday spaghetti. Thank you. Oh, he listened to me so well. Thanks for listening, dude. Happy birthday, Robin. You remembered my birthday! Thank you, this is great. It is pretty great. You married Alex? That's awesome. Wait, thank you for the first... I thought about redeeming my own first, but then I thought, no, that's probably not how it's supposed to work. I'm a little new to channel points. Or brownie points, as we call them here in Gen X Mom Gamers channel. Brownie points is like when you do a chore for your mom, but she didn't have to ask you first, and you just do it for her, and then you earn brownie points, and then she buys you a brownie sundae later. That's what brownie points are. You're not the first. Yeah, Larian was the first, but I don't think she saw my channel points, maybe. And I forgot about him, too. I remembered him yesterday, but I forgot about him today. I'm still new to being affiliate. I need to figure out how to upload follower emotes, because Chaotic was on yesterday or the day before. And I told her, hey, see if you can use my emotes. And she said, no, because I'm not subbed. And I was like, oh, shoot, I need to figure out how to make follower emotes. What's up, Linus? Linus, have a plum. This is a great gift. Thank you. I wonder if we could go catch a seaweed in time. I don't know if I have any in a chest. I might. Or like doing the dishes and mom tells me to do the dishes and then I don't want to anymore. Okay, that would be the opposite of brownie points. That would be the opposite of brownie points. Do the dishes for your mom when she doesn't have to ask you, and then you earn brownie points. She might not call them that, but that's what I call them. Oh, we do have seaweed. Sweet. Let's go take Sebastian a seaweed. Aw, our puppy is just waiting for us. Aw, hi, honey. Oh, we had more stuff to sell that I forgot about at the Adventurers Guild. Excuse me. I would earn 0 brownie points. All I do is disappoint. Oh, don't say that. Aw. I'm sure that's not true. Well, you don't disappoint me. I can be proud of you from my own little corner of the world. Wow, we made a bunch of extra money selling extra rings and boots and bone swords. Where's Sebastian? Oh my. Hi, Jen. I was just cleaning some dust off my saw. Yes, very proud, Mama Jen. Have you ever made anything out of wood? I've made a keg and some preserve jars and some chests. So yeah, I have. Great, then this blueprint should be a piece of cake for you. I think we've become good enough friends that I can trust you with my carpentry secrets. Here, let me show you the blueprints. Yay. Learned how to craft flute blocks and drum blocks, which we will need for Ginger Island, so that's pretty epically awesome. Use these to get creative on your farm. It feels good to be able to decorate your house with things you've made yourself. Awesome. Demetrius? Where's Sebastian? I remember him going out, but I don't know where he went. So I'm literally gonna wait here. To give him his seaweed. I thought he went over here to the right when it rains, but he maybe went down to the beach. Maybe? Because I've seen him on the beach in the rain before. And then I've also seen him go up to the railroad tracks, so I don't know what direction he went, and I'm afraid to go the wrong way, so I'm just going to wait by his door. Or I could look up his schedule, let's see. Stardew Wiki. Sebastian. Fall schedule. And it is fall 21. Rainy day. He might be at the saloon. I guess he's at the saloon. Until when? Oh. There he is. Yeah, I was gonna just wait by his house, but because I was afraid if I went north to the railroad, he would come from the south, and I thought if I went south to the beach or the saloon, he would come from the north from the railroad. But we got him, we caught him. Hey, that 60 gold might change my life tomorrow, you never know. Okay. So you and Alex got married, huh? How's that going? I've never married Alex, so I don't know what you get for being married to him. Like, I don't know what his item is or his event after you get married is. Anything cool happening yet? In the Alex and Paige household? Cool. Casual $1,300. Another storm tomorrow. This is why I'm glad I got the good luck day, though. This is why I'm glad I got the Truffle already, because like it's been raining a lot, and the pigs do not produce a truffle in the rain or storm. Started choke. Man, I hope all these pumpkins finish in time. Surely I planted them by the by the 15th or whatever. Hey. I need to make a truffle oil maker if I haven't yet. I have already made one. Cool. Let's see, I have 2 chickens, 2 goats. I mean, 2 ducks. I do not have 2 goats. I have 2 cows, 2 rabbits. At some point I need to buy another goat. But I'm like saving up for the vaults, so I might wait till the vault is paid for. Nice. Let's get these last remaining sunflowers in the ground. Yeah. I don't have my watering can, but that's okay. Am I going to make a Discord server? I don't know. Maybe eventually. I'm really not at all familiar with Discord. I've been on it and poked around a little bit, but I'm not like a member of anything. So I'm definitely not a pro. So I would have to figure it out, but maybe eventually. If the demand is there, then that's definitely something we can do. I'm not opposed to it, I just am not familiar enough with it here at this point. It would be nice to be able to give people notifications, like if I'm going to be out or something, or if there's a schedule change, that would be really nice. So that part of it is appealing. Because there's definitely been times where I wanted to like send out a chat message to my community if I've been sick or, you know, whatever, and you can't really do that on Twitch. So yeah, it's definitely something to consider. Well, if you need any help, I actually have my own server, so I can help you out. Cool. Yeah, let me think about it, Paige. And yeah, if and when I do it, I will definitely need help because I'm not a pro at all. And if you want to, invite me to your server, you could whisper it to me, and I can like poke around with learning the platform and stuff. Because I'm, like I said, I have very little experience with it. Excuse me. Let's see what to do today. Oh, I need to make more sprinklers for the... Let me smelt some more bars because I need to make more sprinklers for the greenhouse. I have all my seeds for the Ginger Island frog. Melon, wheat, garlic. I think I need to sell a garlic also for the full shipment. It's a D&D server. My dad was actually a big Dungeons and Dragons. If you're talking about Dungeons and Dragons, my dad was a big Dungeons and Dragons player. So that's pretty cool. I would have to get my D&D info from my father. Let me... I don't really need to farm or... Let me go buy more seeds, though. I could buy a couple of the vault bundles. Oh, hello. Huh? What's this? I found Pierre's secret stash. Uh-oh. Hey, who's in the bedroom? Oh yeah, I got caught snooping. This is not something that Jen would do. What? How did you find that? Quick, give it to me. Oh, he's mad. Here you go. Promise me you won't tell anyone about this. Your wife deserves to know about this. Dungeons and Dragons. Yep, okay. Yes. That was me attempting to look smart. I was like, D&D, quick. Do all the acronyms in my brain. It's not, I was like, okay, it's not Dead by Daylight. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, duh. My dad used to play that. Oh, I think probably still does. Your secret is safe with me, or your wife deserves to know about this? What do you think, Paige? Should we tell on Pierre, or should we keep Pierre's secret stash dirty secret? See, we don't know what the dirty secret is. Like, maybe it's just a stash of chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups? You never know. I like him more than her, so I would keep the secret. Alright, Pierre, your secret is safe with me. I'm trying to get full hearts with everybody eventually, so... We'll make Pierre happy today. And then on a different day, maybe we'll make Caroline happy, but for now we'll make Pierre happy. Thanks, I appreciate that. Just forget you ever saw this, okay? Okay, Pierre. I'm gonna forget I ever saw your stash of chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups. And I'll just forget that you were snooping around in my bedroom. Angry face. Grumble, grumble. Now I have to find a new hiding spot. Grumble, grumble. Sometimes husbands need to have a secret stash in order to remain happy. It depends. It depends on the stash. Depends on the stash. But yeah, no comment. Oh man. Without getting into too much detail, I have a bad ex-husband story that struggled with addiction. So we're not going to go there today, but maybe another day. That might be for another day, but definitely not today. So it depends on the stash. If it's chocolate peanut butter cups, that's okay. That would be my kind of stash. Caroline? Have I made a tea yet? No. I need to take this tea leaf and go make a tea right now. Just like the wife stash the wives need to have a secret stash too of candy, of course. Of course. He eats all my snacks, so I have to have my own stash for sanity purposes. Are you talking about Alex or are you talking about IRL? That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna get... I guess I don't need more pumpkin seeds until I get more sprinklers. Yeah, I can wait. Both. Alex and my IRL husband. Oh yeah, didn't we get your husband as a follower, as a Twitch follower? I think I remember that. That's pretty awesome. Alright, we're gonna get the 5G. Yep. The 2500G. Yep. Okay, so we just have the 10 and the 25. So we need 35K. I don't know if we have enough pumpkins in the ground to make 35K. We definitely have enough in the greenhouse, though. Welcome back. Sorry about the ads. Who did that? Man, you go and make affiliate. Figured I would try it out. I don't even know how much it'll even accrue, but I think I put like the default on. So we shall see what that even does for me. If anything. But anyway, what were we talking about? All I did was smelt or craft 2 sprinklers and put them in the greenhouse. That's all I did. Oh. Let's see here. What do we want to do? One thing I have not done is like go crazy with tea saplings. Could have made some money doing that. Ooh, also I need to fill up my preserve jars, I just noticed. Okay, let's put... I still have melons I could preserve. And then I can switch to pumpkins, I guess. There we go. And then... trying to think if I want a seed maker or anything. Oh, what does it take to make fall seeds? Blackberry, hazelnut, wild plum, common mushroom. Blackberry, plum, common mushroom, hazelnut. To be honest, ever since you've been gone, I don't think I've played Stardew. Aw. Conversely, I have played a ton of Stardew, just not the gen file, but when I was sick in bed with COVID, I played a ton of Stardew. In fact, I did like a whole Joja route playthrough. I've never done the Joja route ever. And while I was sick, I did like a whole Joja route playthrough. In like 1 week. Because I'm crazy. So yeah, absolutely start again. You don't have to wait on my account. Definitely play your Stardew. And I feel evil for doing the Joja route. In fact, I named that character Cruella. So Cruella, and I named the farm Sellout Farm because I was selling out to Joja Corp. So Cruella DeVille on Sellout Farm. Yeah, it was a fun playthrough. It was fun, but I also felt kind of evil. There we go. We'll sell some tea saplings. It's not a lot, but it's a few. So I'm low on common mushrooms, which is interesting. I have a bunch of other mushrooms, but not common mushrooms. I could probably go look in the forest. Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. So moving on, yeah, yeah. Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone. That's what that song, that's what that sentence reminded me of, was that song. Let's see here. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3 more sprinklers to fully fill my greenhouse. I was watching this lady, I'm trying to remember who it was, but I was watching this lady do a challenge run where she never left the farm, and she was doing the Four Corners farm, just like we're doing the Four Corners farm. But she never left the farm. So all she did every day was like go down to her little mining area, check for mixed seeds. Like, it was the same thing every day. Very repetitive after a while. But it was interesting, and it was cozy for sure. But I don't know if I could do that. Like a whole playthrough where you can't leave the farm, that would be quite a challenge. Okay, let's go stick a melon in the keg. Bone meal only takes 10 bone fragment? Well, I thought it was 50 for some reason. Oh, that's the thorns ring that's 50. Bone fragment, clay, and stone will make me a bone mill. Bone fragment, clay, and stone. I think that makes like free fertilizer or something. I don't usually use the bone mill. I usually craft one for perfection and then I never use it, but you can try to throw a few pieces of bones in there and see if we get anything good. What else can we make? I wouldn't mind having another mayo machine. Wood, stone, earth crystal, copper bar. Wood, stone, earth crystal, copper bar. I don't need 9. But I could make a couple more for my, excuse me, for my birdies. There we go. And do we have a loom yet? We do have one loom. Wood, fiber, pine tar. With my 2 bunny rabbits, I probably want 2 looms. Wood, fiber, pine tar. There we go. Eventually, I'll make like a bunch more oil makers for when I get more pigs, but that'll be after winter probably. I could make one more cheesemaker because I do want to buy another goat. Wood, stone, hardwood, copper bar. It's just crafting day. Wood, stone, hardwood, copper bar. I'm just gonna make one more cheese press. Yeah. That should be all I need. Because I'll probably get one more goat, and then I don't need any other 1,000 goats. I'll probably just get pigs, maybe 1 sheep, just to say I have one. Although sheep are pretty useless. I hate to say it, but in this game they're pretty useless. Because the bunny rabbits make wool, so you don't need the sheep for wool because you have bunny rabbits. And you have to actually shear the sheep, and you have to spend money on shears. Whereas the bunny rabbits just lay their wool on the ground. So that's cheaper and easier, obviously. But leave me alone, bat. I'm chopping wood. This is a positive stream. Listen, I will probably get 1 sheep and name her Lammy or something cute like that. But just to be honest, in Stardew Valley, in the game, the sheep are kind of a little bit worthless. From a productivity production standpoint, but that's not what we care about on Jen's farm, so. We're all about cozy casual here. Who cares about that productivity chunk? We're just here to have a good time, get a good tan out here on the farm. Try to woo Elliot. See, we got some deluxe speed grow. How about that? How about them apples? Which I do not have time to go put the speed grow down in the greenhouse, but that's okay. We'll save it for another day. This is a positive stream. I am positive that the sheep are worthless. I'm positive of that. Positive about that. Wow, we made good money today. There's our tea sapling money. There's our crop money and animal money. Very nice. Good money day. Truffle oil. That's going to be where it's at. Unfortunately, the pigs will not make money in winter. But come spring, man, truffle oil is where it's at. From those piggies. Piggies pay for themselves so fast. I mean, 1,000 a day. And that's when they're only finding one truffle a day. When they get older and they have more hearts, they can find up to 3 truffles a day. So piggies are very worth it. They only cost 16,000 and they find up to 1,000 to 3,000 a day worth of truffles. Neutral day. Cloudy. So we can pay for the $10,000 vault bundle today. We can also get a few more crops to fill out the rest of our greenhouse. Ooh, you know what? We could buy a goat. Well, no, it's Tuesday. Marnie doesn't work on Tuesday. But we could buy the $10,000 vault bundle and buy our goats. We have enough money to do all that. So I think the goats are only 4,000. So I can craft enough to fully fill out my greenhouse now. I just need crops. I guess I could plant some coffee. I don't want to do all coffee, but I could plant some coffee. Because it's always nice to have coffee. Although I cannot craft another keg yet, so... Oh yeah, I can. Well, when did I get that recipe? I guess I should pay attention better. Yeah, I'm already farming level 9. Sweet! Okay, well then in that case... let's craft some kegs. Wood, copper bar, iron bar. So the iron is the problem. I need more iron. Wood, copper bar, iron bar. I think I can make one. One keg for my coffee to start with. Ooh, all my tappers are done. Sweet. Spiceberry. There we go. And I'm gonna speed grow 6 of them. Oh, I don't have my watering can. Right, and put keg right here. Yep. I got big plans for this greenhouse. Okay, we are fully watered. Well, fully sprinklered, I should say. I need to get my watering can. I only meant to catch one. How much do rainbow trout sell for? I don't know if I should be keeping these or if I should be turning them into sashimi. So let's double check that. What level am I at? So 81 gold versus sashimi. $75 gold. Okay. So the rainbow trout sells for more than sashimi at my sales level. So I mean, I could sell them raw, I guess. I don't think I'll need a catfish. Just trying to make money here. We want to pay off the vault. Okay. Also, I'm gonna go water that coffee. That one row. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go pay off the $10,000 vault bundle, and I'm also gonna give some gifts at the workout class. All the ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single... Okay, just kidding. Some of them are married ladies. Ooh, George. Birthday is tomorrow. I don't know if I have any leaks, though. What's up, Pierre? Pierre, have a cheese? That's very kind of you. I like this. What's up, Abigail? Abigail, have an amethyst. I seriously love this. You're the best, Jen. I know. I so know. Caroline, are you holding a present? Or a book? I don't know what Caroline's holding. Caroline, do you like cranberries? Have a cranberry. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. He was neutral about a cranberry? Get out of here. You know, I spent like $240 with your husband to get that cranberry. Just saying. Guess I should have gave her a tea, please. I'm upset that I'm not invited to that workout class, to be honest. Yeah. For real, that, especially, When you play as a female, you should be invited to the female workout class. Although, that shouldn't even stop you either because Harvey comes and works out sometimes. You know, I just realized it's raining and I don't think they all come to class when it's raining. Unfortunately. Alex, have a mayo. This is cool, thanks. I don't know where George and Evelyn are. George and Evelyn are MIA. Maybe they're at the church? Yeah, I think Harvey joins sometimes too. George and Evelyn are not at the church. Where are George and Evelyn? It's a mystery. Maybe at the doctor. Well, no, because it's 4. Oh, here we go. Here's George. George, I'll be coming to see you tomorrow for your birthday. Oh, they were at the doctor. I've been putting raisins in George's oatmeal, but he hasn't said a word. I wonder if he even notices these things. Doctors? Yeah, the clinic. You want to hang out with me at the beach sometime? Do you have a bikini? Paige, I'm gonna need to ask you to get your husband under control. Because he's asking me about if I have a bikini or not, and that's inappropriate. Sir? I'll give him a stern talking to. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Lewis. Lewis, do you like mayonnaise? Thanks, this is great. Sweet. Gus? Emily. Blueberry tart. Ooh. Sounds good. Okay. Pam, you're not even to the bar yet and you're already hiccuping for another round. Leah, have this. This is a really nice gift. Thank you. Glad you like it. Pam, have a cranberry. You did good with this one, kid. Thanks. Glad to hear it. I think I already talked to Abigail today, yeah. Shane, what's up? Shane, would you like some mayo? This is great, thanks. Harvey, hi Jen. Read anything interesting in the library lately? Sure. Also, Harvey, have a coffee. It's for me? This is my favorite stuff. It's like you read my mind. It's like I read your wiki. Yeah, well, I'll see you around then. Okay. I think we've given out enough gifts for today. Let's go see if... Ooh, first of all... We can slay a ghost. That sounds good. Let's go see if there's any free lobsters on the beach. For my boy Elliot. No lobsters today. That's sad. Elliot, I have a duck feather. Let me in. No lobsters today on the beach, but I do have a duck feather. What's up, Clint? Today would be a good day to explore the mines. It would be. But I had other things to do today, like giving gifts and doing farm chores and going to the community center to pay for a $10,000 vault bundle, you know, stuff like that. I do need to go find a ghost to slay. Free lightning rod. Okay, all we have left is the 25k bundle. And we're already 4k into that. And rabbit's foot and nautilus shell. Nautilus shell will be in the winter. Pantry's done, and then the only thing in the crafts room is the winter. Yeah. Winter forage. 25k vault. Nautilus shell. Rabbit's foot. That's it. Let's see here. We'll go place our free lightning rod down. Probably sell our fish. Free lightning rod. Actually, instead of selling the fish, I know I can turn some of this into sashimi. I just need to, like, research that. Which ones are more valuable as sashimi. Okay. Let's see, I need iron bar? Yeah. Yeah, I have a ton of iron ore, but no iron bars. I'm gonna need to smelt a bunch of... I have a lot of ore, just not a lot of coal. I could turn wood into coal. What is that called? A charcoal kiln? Yeah, wood and copper bar. There we go. See, this is a way to get more coal. The lightning is trying to jump scare me. I think in the winter I'm going to redesign my sprinklers a little bit. Because obviously I don't like the basic sprinklers. I hate their pattern. So if I can replace all my basic sprinklers with quality sprinklers, that would be fantabulous. So I'll probably do that over the winter. And also over the winter we can like upgrade some of our tools to gold, because right now we have all steel tools and we can maybe upgrade some to gold. We just got some chocolate dessert pizza. It's so yummy. That sounds amazing. Where did you get it from at this hour? And also save me a piece. Yum. Chocolate dessert pizza. That was like easy 5 grand right there. That was a good day. So yummy. So yummy. So yummy. There's a party in my tummy. So yummy. So yummy. Name that show. And I'll be impressed. Bad luck day. Cloudy. Look at all those batteries. Starpinos or something? I don't know. It's a chain or local thing. First time having it. I've never heard of Starpinos, so yeah, maybe it's local. Well, I hope it's good. Sounds good. I already had my dessert for the day. I had leftover lasagna, and then I had some cookies and cream ice cream. And that was like right before stream. So I have a nice full belly. Full silo. What is this partially cut? What is that about? Partially cut tree. I wonder if it got hit by lightning, maybe? Or, I could put tappers on these. I might leave them. They get to live. They get to live another day. That could be my oak resin farm if I put tappers on them. It's drizzled with dark chocolate and cinnamon roll icing stuff. Ooh, girl. I've already had my dessert, but that sounds really good. Cookies and cream when made correctly is awesome. Yes. Ooh. Cookies and cream is like my daughter's favorite ice cream. I'm trying to think what my favorite is. My favorite is probably either like a good chocolate Reese's peanut butter cup, but with a chocolate base, you know? Or like a good Moose Tracks, or a really good mint chocolate chip, like a good creamy chocolatey mint chocolate chip. I've also seen some mint Oreo cookies and cream that have like a mint base, but like Oreo cookies and cream in it. You like it when they're ground up instead of having large chunks of cookie in there? Interesting. That's a hot take because I definitely don't mind having big chunks of cookie in mine. But that's okay. To each his own. Man, I could probably spend like all my wood making coal. I don't want to, but I probably could. Tappers is wood and copper bar. We'll start our little oak resin tree farm over here. Your favorite has to be like a dark chocolate strawberry combo or birthday cake flavor. I love anything with white cake in it. Okay, my daughter loves birthday cake as well. Like if there's a place that does concretes, she loves like birthday cake concrete. Ugh. Where's the other cow? No! What? No. Oh my god. I thought I almost sold Parmigiana. That would have... I was like, no! Phew! Parmigiana, you scared me there, baby. Where is my other cow? Oh. Beef, where were you? You scared me. I wonder if the piggy can find a truffle if he's like in a huge bed of tall grass and weeds. He probably can't find a truffle, right? In the game. So I think he has to have clear ground to be able to find a truffle. So I'm not sure if him waiting around over in the tall grass is gonna result in any truffles. Looks like Dex is online. I really need to go grind for some, like, man, I'm getting tired. Can't put sentences together. I need to go chop some more wood. Grind up some more fiber, maybe. I want to go give Elliot this duck feather. Oh, I need to give George a gift. Do I even have a leek? No, oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, good. Okay, leek for George. Fairy rose for Evelyn while I'm there. Alright, let's go do that. So I don't forget about his birthday. And I'm getting tired. I'm starting to lose cognitive function, I think, is the way to put it. So whenever I start not thinking straight, that's when we will end the stream. But I'm gonna go give the gifts at least. Evelyn, have a pretty flower. Yes, this is absolutely marvelous. You've made an old lady very happy. Well, that's awesome. Let me go give your husband a leek and he'll be very happy too. George, did she leave you all alone on your birthday? You remembered my birthday? I'm impressed, thanks. Alex is my grandson. Huh? Speak up. Oh, George. We have just as many hearts with George as we do with our boyfriend, Elliot. What does that say about us? I don't know. Maybe if I go give him a duck feather, we can get up to 7 hearts. What's up, Willie? Ah, it's a good thing you turned up, miss. I've got a bit of a problem I could use a hand with. Okay. It'd be best if I just showed you. Take a deep breath now. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd say you have more than a bit of a problem, Willie. As you can see and smell, heh. The old girls ran wild last night, heh. You called the crabs the old girls? My experiment needs a little work. What were you experimenting with? Ooh, back at it again, huh, Willie? Aye. They look fresh, all right. Aye, these are the finest, meatiest crabs you will ever set your eyes on. They be a little too feisty, though. Dot, dot, dot. They're gonna pinch ya. No, where's May Crab Grabber when you need her, right? I'll take the whole lot. With a discount for the extra labor, of course. May Crab, hatched all her turkeys and sold them all, she said. Okie dokie. Looks like we got them all. Goodbye, me sweet ladies. This looks great, thank you. Where are you, Elliot? Me too, Paige, me too. I don't know that they pay very good when you have one viewer, but we'll see. I'll find out. Remember to cover your mouth when you sneeze. I had 3 viewers earlier, but I think they must have pooped out on us, because I think it's just you right now. Which, I'm getting tired anyway, so I'm about to poop out myself. And I can't find Elliot. He was not at the beach, so maybe he's at the library? I want to give him a duck feather. Yeah, there he is. Hello, Elliot. My darling, have a duck feather. Ben, this is a beautiful gift, thank you. Forest is a wonderful place. Hey, we're up to 7 hearts. Awesome. Still missing Dwarf Scroll 4. I just remembered. Anything is better than nothing, that is true. You'll have to let me know what kind of products are on my ads, because that's not something I get to pick. So I hope it's like family-friendly stuff. I hate it on YouTube when the ads are like so not in line with the video you're watching. Like, you could be watching, like, a really family-friendly video, and then you get an ad for, like, a horror movie or something, and you're like, how is that even? How is that even okay? But anywho. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Where am I going? Bus stop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish up this day and find somebody to raid and wrap up stream because I'm getting sleepy. And plus, I've been getting over being sick, so I don't want to be up too late. I mean, I can sleep in tomorrow. I don't have an appointment in the morning like I did this morning, but so I can sleep in tomorrow, thankfully. Last night I was kind of glad I beat the game early because I had a early appointment this morning. So that sort of worked out. Pop, pop, pop. Recycle my trash. Sell that. Sell those. One was an insurance ad, one was for IMAX, another was Wet and Wild and some dog company. Okay, well that's not too bad. IMAX, like the movie company? Insurance ad, IMAX. Wet and Wild is like makeup, I think, and a dog company. Cool. Okay, well that is acceptable to me. That is acceptable to Mom. Oops. Whoops. Oh my gosh. There we go. I haven't really, used my pan, my copper pan for panning for ore very much. It'd be nice to get some iridium ore since I can't go to the desert quite yet. Although we're close. Probably by the end of fall for sure we'll have enough money to pay off the vaults. So that in the winter we can do a bunch of desert diving. This is a great gift, thank you. I have many responsibilities. Do you, Linus? Do you? I mean, I'll take your word for it. You know what I have not found a lot of foraging is, those common mushrooms. Copper ore. Okay, I wanted iridium ore, and you gave me copper ore. There again, I guess beggars can't be choosers. Whenever I chop these trees, I run over here to catch them before they fall in the water. I'm not always successful, but that's what I try to do. I can't wait till I have an upgraded axe. also. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just about ready to take a nighttime dose of Robitussin and go get some sleep. Sleep is sounding real good right now. My bed is sounding real cozy right now. I don't think those weeds are growing up. You know the weeds that have the mixed seeds. I don't think they can grow when you have grass everywhere like this. So I'm gonna keep that in mind for year 2 because I probably missed out on a lot of mixed seeds by having that be overgrown with grass. So maybe in year 2 I'll keep the grass cut in that upper left northwest corner. We'll keep the grass cut up there a little better so that the weeds can spread and sprout and spawn. The weeds that drop the mixed seeds, I mean. I thought about that because when I was watching that lady that was doing the challenge where she never leaves the farm, she like goes down and mines her little quarry in the lower the lower right corner, and then she goes and checks for weeds that have mixed seeds in the upper left forest farm section. And she does that like every day. So that's what made me think of that. Okay. Go to bed, Jen. I'm about to go to bed IRL. I'm wearing out. It hit me fast too. Okay. We made 4 grand. Mostly from some gold quality crops and some forage and 1 beach artifact. So I think that bumps us over 10,000. 12,000. Yeah, 13,000. So we're halfway to... Have a seat, Jen. We're halfway to the $25,000 vault bundle, which is all we have left. To finish the vault, to finish the bus, so we can go to the desert. But I'm gonna go to bed and get some sleep, and I'm gonna sleep in, and we'll see when the Amazon guy comes tomorrow, because Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. What? I'm excited too. I can't wait. So anywho, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Paige and Larian earlier. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, and I hope you get a good night's sleep. I'm glad you enjoyed your dessert pizza. Let's see who's online so we can raid. Let's see who's still online. Back to Twitch. All right, we've got lots of people playing Legend of Zelda. We could raid Gamer Wolf or Blinksy or Cell Kittens. All of them are playing Legend of Zelda right now. Can we raid Breath of the Wild if possible? Absolutely. Alright, Gamer Wolf is playing Breath of the Wild. He's pretty cool. Give him some love, give him a follow. He's very chill and cozy and good if you're like laying in bed for the night and want to go to sleep and just listen to his voice. He's got like a really good Twitch voice. And he would be embarrassed if he knew I said that, but he does. So we're gonna go raid Gamer Wolf, and he's playing Breath of the Wild, and it's his first playthrough, so no spoilers for him. Raid Gamer Wolf. I hope you enjoy. If you like his content, give him a like, give him a follow. Show him some love, and then even if you just lurk, but he's got a really good voice. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Paige.
Oh,
Bye.
that's what it refers to. So it's like a skeleton. Okay. I guess like a skeleton. I mean, it is a skeleton. I'm assuming that's the horse. Wait a minute. Could I have just taken one of the... Now I think I know where to get it. Gen X, hello, hello. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Gamer Wolf, a variety streamer who plays things like, obviously, Legend of Zelda. At the moment is a series I'm working on. I also occasionally, very, very, very occasionally, play DBD. Sometimes I play Mario Kart and Stardew Valley. Once I get through Legend of Zelda, though, I will be probably starting, I think, The Sims 4. I think that's the game I want to do. You made affiliate, congratulations. That's awesome. Very nice. Yay. Oh, that means it. Gotta do the thingies. Oh, I almost typed in myself. Or hit the enter for myself. That'd be interesting, shouting myself out. Pager Rex, hello, hello. How's it going? Or Page Rex, I guess. Pager Rex. Or whichever. Operating Lurk sounds good, Gen X Mom. Sounds good. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you, thank you. That's something I would do. High five. High five to that. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy. Nothing. Okay, we're gonna go to